Can I finish?
Stop lying. No, you can't. You can't keep continue to lie.
You said
just
you
lied.
wanted to
You
speak
came and
to
said
him
that. I
last
didn't say
week.
anything. I did not.
Last week, you said you wanted to speak to him many times and he walked
and he
away.
would not. He would
Now
not
he's
I'm
here.
walking away.
He's here now. And
I'm
now you
walking
don't
away.
want to speak.
Yeah, now I don't want to speak.
No, you don't want to speak.
No, because he didn't answer my question.
It's childish.
I'm not answering his
You're
question.
childish.
No, he didn't answer my question.
He didn't answer my question.
my
I'm not
question.
going to answer his question.
Yes. Why should I?
engage with
Why
the
should he
person.
have the choice of not answering my question?
Because before
but I
the
cannot
cameras
use
were
my
on,
choice to
you're
not
saying-
answer his question.
You're saying as
Did you hear
Muslims-
what I said?
You're saying as
You're not
Muslims
listening.
were
You're
killing
not
people.
listening. You're not listening.
You're saying as Muslims we're killing people.
Listen, I said I'm not
Substantiate
answering. I can make
Back
whatever
it
claim.
up.
Whatever claim I
Back
want to
it
make.
up.
I can make whatever
Proof.
claim.
Give us
I
proof.
can make whatever
You
claim.
can't come to the
I don't
park.
have to do
You can't come to the
anything.
park
What
and
you
say
want.
as Muslims
I
we're
can say
killing
whatever.
people.
I can say
That's
whatever.
false.
That's true.
If you do
That's
want to make
true.
that claim,
I can make any
you are
statement.
truthful,
Any
bring your
statement I want to
evidences
make,
forth.
I can make that
Where are the
statement.
evidences?
I'm going to make that statement.
Where are the evidences?
I'm not going to give you any evidence.
oh,
Okay? And you don't deserve it. Because when I ask you for your evidence,
No
you don't have
evidences.
any. You don't have any
know
evidence
why?
for me. I
Because
don't
he
have
has
any
no
evidence for you.
evidence.
I asked for your evidence.
Zero
You walked
evidence.
away.
Zero.
I asked for his
No
evidence.
evidence.
He walked away. When I
I'm
asked
gonna
for his
give you one
evidence,
more
he
chance.
was. I'm giving
in
you
a
a
good
chance.
mood today.
Ask him if
Tell
he is
us.
going to want to debate.
Tell us where we kill people.
Ask him
Once more.
if he wants to debate me.
Where,
make a
where?
promise, I will debate
Where do
you.
we kill
Make a
people?
promise, Mr.
can't do it.
Mansur.
Where do we kill
Are you
people?
going to make a promise,
can't
Mr.
do it.
Mansur?
Come on.
Mansur,
I
are you going to make a
I
promise?
don't wish to debate people who have no humanity left.
Okay, I don't want to discuss with people like you as well.
Who do
Okay?
you want to discuss
Liars
with?
and deceivers. I don't discuss anything
When
with
did
them.
he lie
You
and
have no
deceive?
evidence.
What did I lie and when did I deceive?
Proof.
Substantiate your claim.
When
We
did I
want
not have
proof.
humanity? You said
We
people who
want
have no humanity.
proof.
I was
We want
about
proof.
to establish.
We want humanity. We
Okay.
want, what are you talking about?
Do you insult my
What, you
prophet?
don't want humanity?
Okay, brother.
If you want to debate,
Do you insult my
do you
prophet?
want to debate?
Do you insult my
Do you
prophet?
want to debate?
Do you insult my
Do you
prophet?
want to debate?
I don't debate people who have no
I don't
humanity left.
debate you either then.
You can't debate him.
That's
That's
the
the
thing.
difference.
We stand at a standstill. If you don't want to debate me, I don't have to debate you. I'm not going
We've
to
been
debate
trying
you.
to engage you
Unless
in
you want to
conversation.
debate me, then
No,
we'll have it.
I don't wanna
Then
debate-
Forget it.
I don't wanna debate
I can
you.
say whatever I want.
No, you
I don't have
can't.
to- Yes,
I will
can.
expose you and refute you.
No,
Evidence.
you can't.
Evidence.
You can't.
We will
No.
expose you and refute you badly,
you can't.
harshly,
No,
blatantly.
Your religion is a religion from Satan.
No.
Okay, yes it is.
Wrong.
Islam is from Satan.
Wrong.
There you go. I don't have to prove
Prove
it to
it.
you. I don't have to prove it to you. I can state whatever I want.
Why would we stone the devil on Hajj if it's from him?
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, you have nothing to say because you
whatever.
don't understand what you're
Why do you have
talking
the moon, crescent moon, on top of your mosque? Are you a moon worshipper?
about. No, it's not
Yes, you
worshipping
are.
the moon.
Islam
Is
is,
that an
a
Islamic
moon
symbol?
god worshipping religion. They
that-
put the moon
is that an
god,
Islamic
which was
symbol?
a Sabian god, that
that an
Islam
Islamic
worships
symbol?
because Muhammad was
So
a
if you have a
Sabian.
chair in a
Is that an
church, you
Islamic
worship
symbol?
Muhammad
the
was a
chair.
Sabian.
No. Things can
Muhammad
be in a
was a
place without
devil
being worshipped.
worshipping,
You absolute know.
evidence.
moon worshipping
There's no moon
pagan.
worship.
So just
Yes,
for
you have
those,
the moon on top of your
It
mosque.
doesn't mean it's worship.
What does it mean? Tell me what it means.
It
we'll tell
doesn't
you.
mean it's worship.
Let us
I
educate
didn't ask
him.
you what it doesn't mean.
It
I asked
was-
you what it means.
I'm telling
Now
you.
Tell me what it means.
I'm telling you.
Listen,
It was.
No, he made the claim.
Listen.
I'm not
Okay,
listening
brother.
to him.
Calm
No,
down.
no, you
Brother.
made the claim.
Spitting and being
you made the
disgusting.
claim.
Yeah, I made the claim
You made
it's
the
not
claim.
worship.
No, you
It
cannot
was.
prove it.
It was the
You
Turks.
want evidence
Oh,
from
the
him?
Turks.
It was
You
the
want evidence
Turks.
from him?
Islam.
Who-
Why don't you
Who
take
giving
it off? The
evidences?
Turks are not in command of Islam right now. Why don't you take it down?
There is no God but God.
Why don't you
The
take
moon
it
doesn't
down?
come into
If
it.
the
Why
Turks
do you
are
want
not in
proof from
command
him?
anymore,
Why do
they're
you want
not
proof from
Are
him?
the Turks ruling Islam right now?
1 second. He wants us to take a particular symbol on the mosque.
A
and look-
particular symbol is a moon
Don't
symbol.
interrupt
It's a
me,
moon
mock
god.
it.
I can do whatever I want. I don't respect this guy. He doesn't respect me.
No one
So
respects
don't
you
tell me.
'cause you're an
Doesn't
idiot.
matter. I
So
don't
he
have to
wants
respect him.
me to answer his question, but he won't allow me to answer. That is the level of civility
Yeah,
and
yeah.
humanity that this guy has.
I won't
Remember
allow
what I
you
said earlier?
to say that symbol. It's a hypocrite.
Right.
You are a
So-
hypocrite. I'm going to expose you because you said
We're
that
not
symbol.
exposing anything.
It was a moon symbol that I said. It's a moon god.
not
So
worship.
you're afraid to say moon
Not
god?
worship.
Does anyone-
Because that exposes
Evidence.
your
Does-
false religion?
Does anyone
Are you
who
okay with
has
saying
a
moon god?
symbol of a moon on the top of their mosque, do any of these people, believers, worship the moon?
Who do you? Why do you
No
have the
one
moon up there?
worships
Why do you have the moon up there?
symbol.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Because the moon represented by the Turkish Empire
The Turks
Are you going to let me finish?
Go ahead.
Good. Learning some civility. Well done. Kudos to you. Now,
I want to expose you more, that's why.
Yeah, you're doing a
so
great job, mate.
before what Muslims were doing, as they were opening up the lands, they were taking in all these buildings which are now empty. No one is worshipping Mitra or Christ or Mary. Muslims converted those
Put
places.
the moon god on top of it.
They converted these buildings not by demolishing it, not by demolishing those buildings, simply
Putting the sign of
carry on,
Islam
we're
on top,
listening.
which is the moon.
simply by removing the cross.
And putting a
So
moon.
were people worshipping the cross beforehand then?
They
Were
were
they?
venerating it. They were venerating
They were
but not
venerating.
meaning it
Right.
in
So there were people who were
Christianity.
venerating and worshipping the cross.
Okay, whatever, that's your version.
Not
That's
whatever.
your version.
No.
Let's-
According to this gentleman who's being now a little bit more and more civilized, according to his argument, because there was a symbol of a cross,
Not because
people
I
were worshipping the cross. So what Islam did instead
He started worshipping
was
the moon.
they removed that symbol
Yeah, man.
as
I've been worshipping the moon all
as
my
they
life.
were as they were passing by,
Yeah.
they realized it's no longer a church. It is
the moon
now
started worshipping
a
place.
place
All
of
the moon
worship
worshippers
for
get
the
up and worship
Muslims.
moon.
For the Muslims.
Yeah, that's why they
Yep.
put the moon on top of it.
For the
because
Muslims.
Quraysh was a
So now-
Sabian tribe.
So now we realize he doesn't even understand. Look, firstly, this gentleman has no understanding of Islamic history.
Okay.
In Arabia,
Islamic history.
don't
Tell me
don't
which tribe
interrupt.
was Muhammad from
So-
Quraysh? What
so-
was the god of Quraysh? Tell me, were they Sabians or were they Christians or were they Jews?
Firstly, in
Answer the
Arabia,
question.
in Hijaz, in where Mecca and Medina was, there is no historical evidence that the pagan Arabs ever worshipped a god which is a moon god.
Lies.
What's your evidence?
Sabian. I will
your
show you
evidence?
all the Sabians were star worshippers. They're still there. There's two types of Sabians. One that also follow John the Baptist, but there is also the original Sabians from Haran. Haran is the place where Abraham used to worship before he became a prophet. The origins where Gobli Tepe is, where they have the pillars. That is worship of the idols from the very beginning. And that's Haran, and that's Sabian, and that's who Muhammad was worshipping. Get it? That was
One
Quraysh.
moment. Sabians, right? Sabians. What are the principal deities of Sabians?
What are you talking about? They worship the moons and the stars and all the gods.
I'm asking you once again. Listen
What?
carefully. What are the principal deities of the Sabians within the Arabian Peninsula that you say?
Sun, moon, God, all of them. All the stars and the sun and the moon.
And what is the name of this moon god that they worship?
Hubal.
Hubal is a moon god.
Yeah,
And who told you that?
it's in the history. Hubal.
Which history book?
Sin was his name.
Oh, now it's not Hubal anymore.
Sin and Hubal. In different languages,
Wait.
different cultures.
Slow
it's
down,
Hubal
slow
and
down.
Sin. It's all there.
Hang on.
It's all there, yeah.
Sin was a moon deity in which region?
Mesopotamia.
Mesopotamia. And where is Mecca in Mesopotamia?
What do you mean? Like I said, Sabians. They came from there.
Remember,
What do you
we
mean
are talking
Sabians?
about
Okay.
the
He's
Arab
asking
pagans.
question,
The
the
Arab
question
pagans.
Again, the question
Let me ask you
comes.
again.
Let's ask
Were
the
the
question
Arab
on the context.
pagans
What was
worshipping
Quraysh's
the moon god?
tribe? What was the name of the tribe? What was the religion of the Quraysh tribe? What was it?
A little bit further.
Yeah.
Don't invade my personal space.
Come on,
A little bit
come on,
further.
come on, come on, come
No,
on,
no.
come on. Come on,
A little
come
bit
on.
further down.
Yeah, go for it. Go back.
No, you go back.
Go back. Okay, tell me, what was the religion of Quraysh?
Okay, so I'm going back now. Let him not come any forward, okay? It's not because he smells, that's irrelevant to the debate.
So you can
Now,
be out of the view of the
okay,
camera.
so
go
now,
ahead.
within the Arabian...
Stop lying.
Don't interrupt. Within the Arabian Peninsula, where Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was situated, did the pagan Arabs worship a moon god?
Yeah.
One second.
Yeah.
Yeah? Hang on.
That's why you up there.
Where is the evidence that in Hijaz, in Mecca, in Medina, that the pagan Arabs worshipped a moon god?
Yes. Okay, I will give it to you. You want that? What were the idols that Muhammad destroyed in Mecca? What were they representing?
He knows.
I'm listening.
He knows.
Go on, tell me, I'm
I
listening.
asked a question. I'm waiting for the
No,
answer.
I am asking you the question, you need to answer.
Hello, I asked you a question. What were the 365
Tell me,
idols?
tell me.
I asked you. It's in your
You're the ones who
sources.
know it, go and tell me.
It's in your sources.
The question I asked is, what is your evidence that within the Hijaz region, where Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was situated, Mecca and Medina,
Did
that the
Muhammad
Arabs...
not get rid of the idols?
I
in
asked
Mecca?
you. I ask you again.
Keep lying.
I asked you again.
Dodge.
We have-
Dance
we have-
around the
Be fair,
question.
Mansur, be
He's
fair.
dancing around the question.
If someone makes a claim, who has the onus to substantiate the claim? The one who makes the claim?
I just gave you the substantiation. Did not Muhammad destroy the idols of Mecca?
And what were they?
What do you mean, what were they?
Yeah, tell me what were they? What
They
were the
were
idols?
Sabians.
No, what?
Muhammad's tribe was Sabian
the
tribe.
idols-
If you go into history,
Wait.
you will see the Sabians. Even in
Keep a
Quran,
distance.
Even in Quran, it says they were star worshippers.
Keep a distance and tell me, what were the idols that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam destroyed?
Listen, my friend, idols are idols. Idols are
What
not
were they?
of
Were they
Jesus.
idols of a
Idols
moon?
are not moon and sun and all the stars and planets
Right.
that they believe.
So you are now making a claim that the idols that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam destroyed, they were idols of the moon god and the sun god, is it? Is that what you're claiming?
No, he did not destroy the moon god because that was the god of Quraysh. He destroyed all the other ones. except
Where
for his
do
god.
you get
That is
this
that is the
silly
history.
statement
Okay.
that the pagan Quraysh
No,
worship the
the
moon god?
pagan Quraysh has put the moon god on top of your mosque. That you lied. That Turks put it there. Turks are not in power. They were not in power before 1600 when Muslims were using this symbol. You
Since
are a
when?
liar.
Since when?
This symbol has been used by pagans for thousands of years. You're a liar.
One moment, brother, one moment.
That's a lie.
So now,
That's the truth.
let him finish. Are you
I'm
finished?
finished.
Right. So now, claims after claims we hear is that pagan Arabs had the symbols of a moon god, the crescent, over the Kaaba. They worship the moon god.
It's there now. Look at the picture of Kaaba now.
I listen.
It's right there.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's there.
He said he finished, right, didn't he? So now,
Come on, somebody go
All-
to Kaaba. Look at
all
the
we want-
on top of it.
all we want is historical evidence to substantiate your silly claim that the pagan Arabs of Hijaz worship
You have
a
not
moon god.
answered the question. What was the religion of Quraysh?
That's a fake
The
question.
question was,
was the
you made a claim that the Arabs worship the moon god.
Okay.
Substantiate
it's over.
it.
You lost. It's over. You cannot answer the question. I asked you.
See you later.
What was the run away? Run away. I told
Did
you.
you not say I
talk
lost?
to you.
What's
You
there to
run
talk
away.
about?
You're not capable of answering anything. You think you are. You're not capable
Right.
of answering anything.
Okay, to the
That's
crowds,
a waste
to the
of
crowds
time.
of this particular camera.
This camera,
Yeah,
this
let me
guy
speak to you.
has one question.
Let me
Go
speak to
ahead.
you.
Go ahead.
Oh, Mansur, we love you, Mansur.
Good, I know you love us. Now, so those of you who are really sincere, critical minded, what I would suggest you do simply is go to expert academic historians,
Such as
any one of your liking, any professors who are experts
Give
in.
us one. Give us one.
I'm not talking to
Only
him.
one.
I'm not talking
Only
to him.
one. He's asking
So-
for one. He did.
I'm not talking to you.
repeating what he
No.
said.
Any
He's
professors
asking.
in
Run away.
reputable universities
Just run away already, man.
where they are knowledgeable on the history of the
Where?
Arabs,
Give it to us.
go and ask them,
Give it to us now.
read their works,
Difference.
and what you'll find, none of them will tell you that the pagan Arabs of the 7th century,
As he cannot tell you.
or the 6th century, or the 8th century, they never, within the Hijaz region, worshipped a moon god called a moon god. You will not find
Wow.
anything. This gentleman who represents you doesn't deserve to represent you. Do you know why? Because it will make you look silly. So what you should do is this.
You cannot give any.
When you go and verify from the experts that there is no historical evidence
He doesn't know
of
the expert.
pagan Arabs worshipping
Give
a
us
moon
the
god,
example of the
then
expert.
tell him that he needs to learn before he comes to talk.
Okay, are you
Thank
done?
you.
Bye bye.
give us one name, Mansur,
So
we can learn.
here is Mr. Mansur. I didn't want to discuss this with him because he's a runner, just like all the other ones. Run.
You can ask
I asked him
Robert
one
Holland.
question, he didn't answer. He's mentioned.
You can ask Robert Hoyland.
saying Nobody. I can show him the
Hoyland.
experts, and I will make a video after this
Yeah.
to show you the
Robert
experts who will
Hoyland.
tell you
Hoyland.
Sabians
Robert
were
Hoyland.
star
Yep.
worshippers.
Ask
They were
him.
star worshippers. They were moon.
And
god
if you find
worshippers.
that
it's all
Your
evident.
preacher is mistaken, tell him so afterwards.
No, he's not. He will prove it to you, and I will
Okay.
make a video
Then-
that shows you are a runner, you are a liar, you don't deserve to be debated because you come from a place
gi-
of lies.
did he give you any
with your
evidence?
deception of your God.
Oh, the only thing
from a deceiver.
The only thing
Your
that you're
God is
capable
a
of
deceiver,
doing
and you
is
are a
just
deceiver.
making bogus claims without substantiating
No way.
anything.
With your deception.
Did he give you any
We
evidence?
don't need your deception.
Did you
can
give any
deceive all
evidence?
These people.
Zilch, none.
Nothing
All you can do
came.
is just
Nothing
talk
you
and
came
waffle.
with the
That's
response.
all you're capable
Quraysh
of.
was
See you
a
later.
Sabian tribe. Muhammad was a moon god worshipper, and he put the moon on top, and you know that, and you are still worshipping it, even though the Turks are not in power.
Who
you
told-
can take that down.
Who told you that?
What?
That the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam put a moon symbol on top of the Kaaba. Who told you that?
Okay, so when
told
was
you
the
that?
moon put up there?
No, you
Who
made
put
a
it?
claim. Who told you that?
Okay, so who put it up there?
Now I'm asking you. You said the
That
Prophet
symbol
did
has
it.
been around for thousands of years before Islam,
Yeah.
by the pagans.
And where did you get that information from?
Go look at history.
Which history? Which
I
book?
will make a video,
Which
show
book?
you the history he's talking about.
Do you know which book?
And get you all
Which
of it.
historian? Which historical book? Which? Name me the historian.
I will get you everything.
Now tell me now. Which historian?
He does not
Which
have
historian?
anybody. I will get you everything.
Oh, you don't know it. You just waffle.
No, I don't. What do you mean that I don't know it? What?
Which historian made that claim?
I will show you the historian.
Which historian made that claim?
I don't have the name in my head right
You
now.
haven't given me any academic works that I can
Yes,
find this information.
yes.
Which one?
I will get it to you. I will make a video.
No,
Proving you wrong.
I don't
just
want a
like-
video.
No,
I want
just asked you.
academic
You
works.
could not come up with a single academic. Okay, you have a double standard. Right?
Shall I tell you all the academics you need to know?
No.
Now, let me put up all the academics now.
No. Who is making
All right, go, Mansur.
Here, wait. Don't run away. So now you will find.
I just want to understand what everybody is saying. These guys are winning. These guys are winning. No, they will come to me. No, I'll chop it to pieces and give you a good answer.
So if you read let me give you some references, right, for you to read. Okay, let's start with a few of them.
What are you getting references for now?
References to tell you that you were all the way waffling about
No.
Arabian
Be
history
specific. What?
and their religion.
What?
And their religion.
Tell me, what are you referencing?
I'm telling you now,
What are you referencing?
moon god was not worshipped in Hijaz.
Moon god was not worshipped in Hijaz.
Yeah, right.
Let's see.
So I want you to go and read these works.
Show me.
Not show you, I'm going to ask you to read them.
No. You said you're going to pull up the reference. It's going to show us that there was no moon god worship in Hijaz. I asked you to show. I will show you the literature and all the history about the Sabians and that.
Wait.
they were
We're not talking
following
about Sabians. We are talking about,
Sabians were in Arabia.
listen, in the Hijaz where Prophet Muhammad
in the
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was,
Islamic
in the
tradition, there were
7th century, you would establish.
Oh, man, he's such a liar.
Hey,
Are the Sabians not mentioned in the? Are the Sabians not mentioned?
Listen.
Are the
All you're capable of, you're saying, you're a liar, you're a liar. Do you know who says that? Do you know who keeps on saying you're a liar, you're a liar?
keep lying?
Because the one who lies
Just
often.
like here, it's illegal. It's legal in Islam to lie, so you are a liar. Because your God is a deceiver and he sends you to deceive and lie. So that's fine for you, but not for me. I don't lie.
You can read.
You can lie as much as you want.
Look, let me tell you about the South Arabia and North Arabia. J. Rickman, South Arabia, Religion of, in D.N. Friedman, Editor-in-Chief in the Anchor Bible Dictionary, 1992, Volume 6, Doubleday, New York,
Well,
page
let me see it,
172.
Let me see it. I'll take a picture of it. Let me
You
see.
take a picture?
No, I'll take
Why
a
don't you
picture.
go and
I
read?
will take a picture. Let me just double check. All right, let's see.
Take a picture.
All right, let's see. Okay.
South Arabia. You can find out what their religious belief system
Go
is,
ahead.
whether they
Let's
believe.
see, there was no moon
Yeah.
god worshipping pagans in Hijaz at the time of Muhammad. Yeah?
there were no one who had a worship of moon god where Prophet Muhammad was. Okay?
In that region, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. And what was the name of the moon god for everyone's record?
Sin.
Sin.
In certain tradition, it also goes by Hubal.
Hang on. In
It's also
certain,
called
wait.
Hubal. Yeah.
Do we have historical evidence that Hubal was ever called a moon god?
You want me to pull up all the resources? Like I said, I'm going to get you everything.
First make a claim, then you prove evidence.
Fine. You haven't
What
proved
claim you
anything.
making? I'm not
You're-
proving
you're
anything.
wasting- you're
I'm not
wasting
proving
my
anything.
time. You
I am
didn't pull up
setting
the
up.
references.
I'm setting up the
But he
framework
hasn't
for
pulled up the
discussion.
reference.
Right.
You don't have any references.
Right.
He has
Right.
to prove
So,
the reference.
are you
He just
claiming?
lied. He just- Well, where is it? Where's
So
the proof?
he is claiming.
Where's the reference?
He is claiming that Hubal was a moon god.
I told
Yeah.
your camera, I will produce all the evidence for all these claims.
And what are the claims you're proving? That Hubal was the moon god.
That Hubal was the god of Quraysh.
No.
Sin god.
You are going to
moon
prove to
god.
us.
That is why you have the moon on
Slow
top
down,
of your mouth.
slow
You guys are moon god worshippers.
Are you going to prove to us that Hubal was a moon god?
Before Muhammad created Islam, he worshipped the goddess Allah.
Are you going to prove to us
The
next
mother
time?
goddess Allah
Why are you not
was
listening?
actually the consort.
Are you
of
going
pagan
to
god
prove?
Allah.
Are you going
guys
to?
are full of paganism.
Are you going to prove to us that Hubal is a moon god?
Yes.
Right. That's his claim he's making.
Okay, I will get you the video. We'll take all that.
That's it. Khalas. We will wait for the reference and then we'll see what the
He
references
hasn't
say.
given the reference. He told us he's
What?
going to give.
I am not making any claims.
Not give
You are the
reference.
ones
You
making
just-
claims.
No, you just went into your phone and said, I'm going to give you the reference right now. And you didn't.
What?
He's
What
a liar,
reference?
And you guys know it. I will
What? Hang
get
on,
you
hang
all of
on.
that. There will
I
be a
said,
follow-up video. I read that also.
you are
from
going to
Arabian
bring
mythology.
evidence
Hubal
that Muhammad
was
Sallallahu Alaihi
God
Wasallam's community
worshipped by
worshipped a moon
pre-Islamic
god.
Arabia. Listen, read this.
What?
Yeah, in Arabian mythology, Hubal, Arabic, was God worshipped in pre-Islamic Arabia, notably by the Quraysh in Mecca.
As a moon god? Does it say moon god?
Go away, go away.
Does it say moon god?
Go away with your lies.
Did you see that?
Stop lying.
He is deceiving in front of you.
Hubal is a moon god.
Is that what it
That's
says? Does it say that? Can you read that
You
again?
can laugh. You can laugh. In the end, you guys will cry. In the end, you will cry.
Did
when
you?
Jesus comes,
Sorry, I
you
may
will
have
cry.
missed it.
That's okay.
What
believe
you
Jesus is
read-
coming back.
what
Not
you
Muhammad,
read-
He's dead.
Does it
Muhammad is
say
dead
Hubal was a
under
moon
the
god?
ground.
Does it say Hubal was a moon god there?
And that's the.
No, no. Does it say Hubal was a moon god? No, no, no.
Let's read it.
Hey,
Why
hey,
don't you read it?
Loco, loco.
Read it.
What you
Read
read?
it.
Say it again. I missed
Read
it.
it.
I missed
I'm
it.
not going to repeat it for you.
Did you
Take
hear?
yourself.
He didn't say
Read it for
that.
everybody.
So he
It's on
actually
camera.
deceived
Listen
you
to it
in
on the
front
camera.
of your own eyes.
Listen to it on the camera. I just read it. Yeah. It's in the. Why? It's on the camera. It's in the camera. Watch the camera. I will show you everything. It's okay. What? I read it in front of you. It is. Read it again. What was it? What was the god of Quraysh? What was it? Okay, let's say it's not. What was it?
No, don't say let's not. It's not.
Just tell me what was the god of Quraysh. Just do that.
Quraysh has many
You
idols.
guys are liar and deceiver. Can't answer one simple question. Who is the god of Quraysh?
Did he not make a claim?
At the time of Muhammad. I'm asking a question. I asked a question. All these Muslims standing there have no answer. Come on, you answer it. You answer it. You answer
Answer
it.
what?
You answer it.
Answer what?
Who is going to answer? What
Answer
was
what?
the god of Quraysh at the time of Muhammad?
The Quraysh has many gods, but none of them was a moon god.
Which one? Which one was their god?
They didn't have a moon god.
Which one was their god?
You make a claim there was a moon god. You need to substantiate it.
No, I substantiated because Muhammad had the moon put up in the.
Where's the evidence for that?
Go look at Mecca.
Go look at Mecca.
Go look at Mecca. It's got the moon god up there.
Making an academic claim
Okay.
without an
So,
academic evidence.
Kaaba doesn't have
That is the
moon.
level
Doesn't
of
have the
Christian
moon.
polemicists. The Christian polemicists are like this.
I don't want to say anything but you don't have evidence.
So this is what you get. This is what you get. These Christian polemicists, they make claims as if they're making academic claim. When you ask them to substantiate it, they say, go look it up. Go in Mecca now. I mean, how can I go and look it up now, Mecca now, when this was a claim that was in the 7th century? So this is the level of dishonesty of these people. That's right. In front of your own, clearly in front of you, there's so much deceiving. Subhanallah, may Allah save us from the deception of these individuals.
You're not giving us the evidence
Because they come from a cow worshipper and human worshipper.
No, I don't want to tell me, do you not have the moon on top of your mosque?
I don't want to call you a liar.
But no, tell me you don't have the moon on top of your mosque.
Listen, so here's the thing. You made the claim. That's completely fine, right? We can agree? That's fine. You can give us a paper, you can give us a historian, you can give us a study, as all science is debated, to substantiate your claim. You're not doing this. I can't tell you and I can't prove a negative.
Okay, camera, look at this picture.
Sir,
He's going to show it to the camera, not to you. He's going to show a picture to the
this
camera.
is a photo. Could you give us a paper? Could you give us a picture? Yeah, this is a photo.
Is this a false photo? Okay, it's a false photo.
Give us evidence,
All right. What about this mosque? What about all these mosques?
Wait, sir.
Sir, what is the moon doing on top of your mosque?
Okay.
What is the moon doing on top of your mosque?
Tell us, what is the moon doing?
Well, tell me. I told you.
What?
It's a moon god. You're worshipping moon god.
Where is your? This isn't evidence.
Okay, I asked you a question.
level
I answered your question.
of
I
these
showed
people
you,
is
you have
really,
the moon on top
really
of your mosque.
You want to know why?
Such
they're
a low one.
Yeah.
No, because it represents. What does it represent to a time of Ramadan?
No, the moon in Islam is, we count the times, the months, right? So Islam goes by the lunar calendar rather than the solar calendar. So the symbol of the moon is representing only for counting purposes. When the Ottomans put it up there in the top of the buildings, is to differentiate between the churches and everything else, so that this is an Islamic place of worship. They did not, as I said earlier, they did not destroy all the churches that they have conquered or they opened up. They simply put a sign there that now this is an Islamic place of worship. They left the whole building intact. So this is the tradition of the Ottomans. This doesn't mean the Ottomans somehow made all of the Muslims worship a moon god, because the Quran itself says, do not prostrate to the sun or to the moon, but prostrate to the one who created them both. Did you not even heard about this?
All right, so he said that the moon is the calendar, and that is what it represents, the time. Lunar calendar. All right, we all heard that, right? Now, let's go there. Lunar calendar was followed by the Jews, by the Indians, by the whole world was following moon calendar. Hindus were following moon calendar. Did they put the moon on top of their temple? Did the Jews put the moon on top of their
This guy doesn't even comprehend what we say.
What is the significance of putting
That's the problem
moon?
of comprehension.
It's like a timepiece. It's like a device that God used for keeping time. Did he say start worshipping it and putting it on top
Who's
of
worshipping it?
Why are you putting it on top of your mosque?
Hang on. If I put a cross in there, doesn't mean I'm worshipping the cross.
You're venerating it.
Hang on.
Yeah, you're venerating it because we have a significance of cross. What's the significance of moon?
I just told you. Don't you get it?
No, because time. So timekeeping is something. Okay, yeah.
Do you
Okay, so
have a
time-
comprehension problem?
No, but do you understand that time was kept the same way?
No, do you
by
have a comprehension
all the
problem?
cultures? Listen to me first. If you want me to answer, you gotta listen to what I'm saying.
Oh, now he wants me to listen to him.
If you want me to, because you're engaging me. So
Very
you-
good. Stick to that
before you
principle.
make-
Go on. Talk.
No, before you. So I told you, he just lied. He said that because the moon, that is not the significance. Everybody was having the moon calendar. Nobody would put the moon on the. If you're using a car to get somewhere from here to there, it's a device. It's something that you're using to do something. If you're telling time God kept the moon, yes, it's true. Christians, Jews, everybody was following the moon for calendar. Why would you put it on top of your mosque?
Okay, what you tell us?
No,
Brother.
Okay, no, don't.
I'm
Wait,
responding now.
I'm not finished. Let
Oh,
me
he's
finish.
not finished.
Let me finish.
When he finishes, we'll respond.
Yeah, let me finish. Now, earlier he said we didn't do it. The Turks did it. That argument now is gone
How is it gone?
because the Turks didn't put it. It was because Muhammad told us to follow it because the moon is for our calendar.
When did Prophet Muhammad
What
command us to
kind
put
of
the symbol of the moon on the top of the
deception
mosques?
is this? In front of you, he deceives you.
Right.
Didn't he say that earlier?
Brother, did Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam command us? Did Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam command us to put a symbol of the moon on the top of the mosques?
Did he?
No, he didn't.
No. So why did you put it there?
Hang on. You made a claim earlier on. Prophet himself put it up there, and it was always there. Before the Turks came into the power, did our religious places like mosques, did they have the crescent symbol on the top of the mosques? No, they weren't.
The flags have the crescent moon.
Hang on.
Did the flags have the crescent moon?
I'm telling you, before before the Turks instigated this symbol on top of the mosques, what were the mosques having on top of them? Did they have a symbol of the crescent there? No. Before the Turks came into power, were there any mosques with the symbol of a crescent? I'm asking you, and we are all waiting to hear.
Go ahead, you making your
No,
point.
you need to answer. Before the Turks came into power and they started putting those crescent on the top of the mosques, were the earlier mosques with one with the crescent even before the Turks?
Okay, so the crescent moon was not in
I'm
Islam.
asking you.
It was.
It was. What's your evidence for it?
I'm going to show you, like I said before, I will show you all the evidence. Can you show us now?
Show us.
Showed you. Okay, so let me
Show-
ask you
show
this.
us- show us what?
If it was the Turks who did it, and they did it against Islam, right? That
Who
is
said
basically-
it's against Islam? They only differentiated it to differentiate between the churches, which is a religious place of worship,
Did
rather
they get
than
that decree to differentiate
Listen.
it on the moon god?
Listen carefully.
Did they get that decree from Quran? Where
Do
did
you
they
find
get that decree from?
Okay. Do you find any writing, historical writing from the Ottoman Turks that they ever said this is a symbol of a moon god and you should worship it? Do you have anything?
No. Okay.
No.
No. So what? Why did they put it?
Finish.
There? So no, it's
You're
not.
finished.
Yeah.
You're finished.
Okay, go ahead. Be happy now. Be happy. You lied.
What did I lie about?
Okay, why don't you take it down? If it's not the symbol.
Oh, so it's no longer the argument that it's a symbol of moon god. The question is, I don't like it, take it down.
No.
Look at how the
You're saying-
goalpost
No.
shifts.
He's saying the Turks put it there, and it was from the. I said,
They
who decreed
instigated it.
Who said to put that moon
Right.
up there?
There are
Put it
many
up there.
mosques
He said no.
who don't
Who
have
did
it.
that? Why would you
Kaaba
put
is
the
a
moon?
mosque.
Everything
Does it
has a
have
meaning.
the Kaaba? Does the Kaaba have a moon symbol on top of
So they
it?
put it on top of the church. Cross has a meaning, right? And the crescent moon is called crescent moon. Okay, what's the significance?
You worship the crescent moon?
No, you are. No, you don't. Muhammad did. That's why you guys are putting that up there.
He would say
So why do
and
you
put up on
it?
YouTube
Why?
that you
Why?
say
Is it
Muslims
because
say
of the
that. Don't
calendar?
mix.
Is it because of the calendar?
Keep back it up, man.
Is it because of
You
the
smell.
calendar?
You stay
Is it
away.
because of the calendar?
Right. I'm gonna tell you. So as
Is it
the
because of the calendar that you put the moon up there?
I'll tell you.
How many times you gonna change your story?
listen carefully.
Keep changing your story. Come on,
listen.
new story. Come on.
Now listen. As I said from the very beginning, when the Turks, brother, I'm answering him now. When the Turks came into power, the Ottomans, when the Turks came into power, this is one of the things they did to differentiate between religious places of worship instead of demolishing the whole building.
People are leaving, man. It's
Why
getting tiring.
are you
You're
interrupting
tedious.
such an uncivilized
Your
way?
arguments are tedious, bro. Everybody.
Why are you interrupting me in such an uncivilized way?
No, man.
Learn some civility. So let me continue. So now
Answer me. Is it?
I am answering.
Is it calendar
So
based?
thank you very much. So as I am saying, when the Ottomans was in power, when the Ottomans were in power, and they opened up the lands, when they went to different places, they had conquered, opened up these lands in which there were religious places which were.
You said it before. Can you stop repeating yourself, bro?
I
don't
am.
have so much time.
I'm summarizing
Please.
for your own benefit because you keep missing it. You have some little bit of comprehension issue. I'm trying to get rid of
trying
that.
to say it.
I'm trying to get rid of your comprehension issue. Right. So they made sure, instead of building and erecting new mosques altogether, they simply converted those buildings into mosques, not by demolishing everything, by putting a mihrab, removing or covering some of those iconic icons, right, on the windows and so on, removing the idols of your man god and so on, remove all of that, and remove that cross which you venerate, as you say, which you worship, removing all that, and put a symbol of the
Of
crescent.
your veneration.
Right.
Just use the word
No,
veneration.
not for veneration.
Because
they
you're
did this.
replacing the look, if you put it somewhere else, you replace that symbol with this symbol.
In your
it's
thinking,
replacement.
look, in your thinking.
Replacement means you're venerating it.
Sure.
You're putting it
Listen,
in the place of
listen
veneration.
carefully. Listen carefully.
Stop lying,
So
deceiving.
there are people who think, you know what? If you are worshiping a frog before and now you worship a man, it's the same thing. That is analogy. Islam says rather, no, it's not. When you abandon idol worship, full stop. No idol worship. So when they put the symbols in their flag, they had La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
Where? Where is it on
Did-
the moon? Is it written on the moon? La 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 la.
In a flag, were there any moon in the flag? Of course there weren't.
Yes, they were. You lied. What is this flag? What is the flag of Pakistan, Iran, Turkey? All these flags have the moon and the stars.
Do you have a comprehension issue?
What?
Am I talking about Pakistan today?
No.
I'm talking
Okay,
about
even
during the time of
they were
the
flying the flags of crescent moon.
first, when Prophet Muhammad ﷺ went with his companions to fight, what did his flag say? A crescent symbol?
It had crescent moons on it, yes, as well as your thing. So what?
Just look at this camera and say that again once again. Look at your own camera and say that again. Yeah, the flag of the Prophet
Muslims,
was.
when they were conquering.
No,
crescent moon
not
on their
Muslim.
flags.
Look how he's lying.
Muslims.
No,
What?
say when Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, say when Prophet Muhammad was fighting, his flag had. Go on, tell us.
What? No, I'm saying no. I'm not going to say what you want me to say.
That's what you said.
No, I said the Muslims are flying.
I'm not talking about the
crescent moon
Muslims.
flag whenever they were
I ask.
conquering.
Let me ask you again.
No.
When Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, when he was fighting, he had a flag. What was in the flag? Was there a crescent symbol on the flag?
There might have been.
Was there?
I'll find out for you.
So you don't know. You don't know.
Not right now.
Oh,
Because
so you don't know now. I am good. Okay, fine. Find out and tell us. If you find out that this wasn't the case,
that means
then
that
your whole argument
No, it
crumbles
doesn't.
to
Okay, no,
dust.
it doesn't. What my argument, you didn't get it. I said all the conquests that the Muslims were doing were under the flag of the crescent, and I will prove that to you. This is pre-Turkish time. This is right after this Abu Bakr time or.
Say that again, pre-Turkish time.
Abu Bakr time, when they were doing conquering, they were following. They had the crescent moon
Okay.
as their symbol.
Repeat that once again,
Why?
because people may have missed it, and he may have edited it.
Are you trying to say that Muslims worship the moon? Is that what you're trying to
No, I've got it. Jazakallah khair. I don't need.
Okay. This is called deception. Allah is a deceiver. Muhammad was a deceiver. He did not destroy
Brother,
all the gods
you
of
can't-
pagan. He kept one of them. That was Quraysh's god of paganism. Was the moon god. Why? Because that was his tribe.
Why? No. Why would Muhammad lead us to unknowingly worship the moon? What is the reason for something like this? Why lie?
Okay. Why?
Why?
Because Muhammad is a liar.
Why?
Deceiver.
Just
Because
like
in your
this?
Quran it says Allah is a deceiver. A
Quran
deceiver
says-
does not send a person of truth. A deceiver only sends a deceiver. In the Bible, God is not a deceiver.
Wait, sir, wait. You're saying our
Did you hear the
Quran
claim?
says that Allah is a deceiver?
Yeah.
Our Quran says it.
Makir.
Please show us.
Makir.
Please show us.
Does it mean deceiver?
Yeah.
What does makir mean? What does it mean? It says that.
No, show it.
Lana.
Sir,
Ask them
Can
to
I not
deny
say
it.
it?
Ask them to deny.
Can I not
Ask them to deny it. That the Quran doesn't say that Allah is a makir.
you're making a claim
Okay,
and then you're
well,
saying I'm not gonna talk.
It's all over. It's all over the place.
Come
Go
on,
go on YouTube. Open your YouTube. You have
But
phone.
sir, you're making the point.
Open the phone and type in
If I tell
Allah is a deceiver,
I tell you-
makir, and then tell me it's not there.
If I tell you the
No, it's
Bible
not
is
there.
200 pages,
No.
I have to prove it. You can't prove me otherwise, my friend. Come on.
Yeah. Well, why is he defending that then?
Come, my friend, listen.
What is
Mansur
Allah?
refuted
What
this
is
claim.
Allah not a
You
market
make
in the
up-
Quran?
listen,
Let me put it
you know why?
another.
You know
Let me
why?
put it another way for you. Let me put it another.
Go
way.
for it.
Does the Quran mention that Allah is a market? Yes or
don't
no?
know, you show me.
You don't know. Okay, fine. If you don't know, then go and find out. When you know,
Brother.
then tell me. When you come
Brother,
and say
one
it's
second.
not in there.
So now, remember what he said. We will, he misunderstanding the word makar. I'm gonna-
Okay.
No.
He's gonna explain me makar.
Before we do that,
Okay.
in Jeremiah, Nazam,
Now he's talking about
in the Bible, do you know why
this debate is
he's
basically
gonna,
over?
it's going to
because
run away.
You just couldn't
It's
answer
going to run away.
and have to
But
run away.
Sako is not.
He's gonna go. He's
In
gonna
Jeremiah
go to Bible now
4:10.
because he can't answer from
In
Muslim
Jeremiah
sources.
4:10, then I said, Alas, sovereign Lord, how completely you have deceived this people and Jerusalem by saying you will have peace when the sword is our throats. So the Bible says what? God is a deceiver.
No, it does not. It does not.
Read,
This is a story of a.
Read it.
I know
Read
what
it.
it says. I know what
Read it.
I know what.
No,
it
read
says.
it, please.
I'm not reading it. I know what.
I've read it.
You
So-
just read it. You just read it.
How
It's a
completely
story.
you have deceived these
Listen.
people.
No.
So your God is a deceiver.
No, it's not.
Case closed.
No, it's not.
See you later.
Sorry. Don't misinterpret the Bible.
I'm
and
not
try to
mis-
make
I just
fake.
read it.
Don't
I just read it. I just read it.
He gave you a point.
Your Quran says Allah is the greatest of deceivers.
Al-Quran says it.
Yes.
Okay. Give us
The
the
Bible
verse.
Here,
does not
which-
say
which-
that.
which-
There's
which,
a prophet who's complaining to God, but he was mistaken. What he has just said.
One more.
Are you a scholar?
Therefore, God, brother, here's one more. Therefore, God sends them a strong delusion so that they may believe what is false. So your God is sending a strong delusion. It's not cherry picking anymore. This is demonstrating your biblical God is a
Read the
deceiver.
whole chapter. He's
Thank you,
going to find
Nasser.
out the context.
So now you realize
Read out of context.
these people,
Read it out of
such
context.
a liar.
Read it out
in
of
front of.
context, and then make your point by cherry picking.
What's the
word.
context? Tell me. What's the
Read
context?
the whole chapter.
You tell me.
Well, read the chapter.
You tell me.
Bring it up.
No, you tell me. What's the context?
chapter. It's
God sends a strong delusion so
No,
people can be deceived.
no.
They can believe in the false.
because of their
false-
heart, the hardness of their heart.
And
Is
God
what
deceived
was
them.
saying. No, because
What did God do?
said, that's what you want. Then
Open
go
up
ahead
again.
with that.
What
We
did God
not
do?
deceive them.
Wait. What did God do?
You said he was deceiving.
Brother, one second.
You did not
Brother.
deceive them because of
Come
the
here,
word.
come here.
Read the whole chapter.
Let's establish what a biblical God is
Ask him to
deceiver.
read the whole chapter.
Therefore,
Read the whole chapter.
wait
Mansur.
a second. Don't run now. Therefore,
No, you're.
God sends them a strong delusion
That verse is not the chapter.
So
Read the
that
chapter, Mansur.
they may believe what is false.
Stop misquoting the
So
word.
now, who is making people believe in the lie? God, biblical God.
Mansur is reading out of context.
Oh, now it's out of
cherry-picking the verse.
What is the context?
Read the
You
full
tell me
chapter.
how this
Read
is wrong.
the full chapter.
No, you tell me what's wrong with it.
Fine, I just told you. You didn't believe it.
No, tell me what's wrong with the
Read
text.
the chapter, bro. Okay.
So now,
the Bible,
you now
the
realize
Bible doesn't say that
your
Jesus-
game is up. Instead of
game is up
accusing
because your Quran
Islamic
says
God of a
that
deceiver, the
Islamic
biblical God has
is
been
a
proven
God
to be
of
a
deceit.
deceiver in his own
And he
words.
sends deceivers. You guys are deceived because your God is a
Excuse me.
deceiver. According to
Can
your
you tell
own
me what it
Quran.
means here?
It does not mean what you're saying.
No, can you tell
It does not mean
what does it
God
mean?
is a deceiver.
What does it mean?
It's what somebody is saying about God. When they have this impression, so read the whole chapter. You'll get the context.
Hang on. What is it saying?
What?
What is it saying?
I'm not going to go into that. I just told you. You misquoted it.
And what is the right quotation?
Read the full context.
Now you tell me.
Well, you read it.
Oh, you don't
brought
know.
up the word. Read the full context.
I'm telling you, what's wrong with the text?
Well, then why doesn't he read it?
What's wrong with the text?
I can't say I have.
Yeah. The text says, look, hang on. If you read something like this in the Quran, right?
Read. I will read it.
I'm not talking. I'll read it.
So, can we make the full chapter?
Yeah.
Show me the full chapter, bro.
Yeah, go. Chapter 2. Go and read it. Carry on reading.
Okay, now.
Are you gonna read the whole thing?
Yeah, let him read it.
Yeah. Now concerning the coming of the Lord Jesus Christ and our being gathered together to him, we ask you, brothers, not to be quickly shaken in mind or alarmed either by a spirit or a spoken word or a letter seeming to be from us, to the effect that the day of the Lord has come. Let no one deceive you in any way, for that day will not come unless the rebellion comes first and the man of lawlessness is revealed, the son of destruction, who opposes and exalts himself against every so-called God or object of worship. So then he takes, can we move it up? Okay, let me see where it is. So-called God, so object of worship, so that he takes his seat in the temple of God, proclaiming himself to be God. Do you not remember that when I was still with you, I told you these things? And you know what is restraining him now, so that he may be revealed in his time. For the mystery of lawlessness is already at work. Only he who now restrains it will do so until he is out of the way. And then the lawless one will be revealed, whom the God Jesus will kill with the breath of his mouth and bring to nothing. Go ahead. This one is right here. Can you move it up?
What were you reading?
Right here, the breath of his
No,
mouth.
which were you reading?
This one right here.
The Lord Jesus, not God Jesus.
Okay.
So read it correctly. You got caught there red-handed.
What was it?
You said God Jesus when it says
No,
Lord
you
Jesus.
misheard, bro. You misheard. What I
Okay, maybe
said.
I've misheard. Carry on.
Yeah. All right. Now you made me miss where. Okay, and the lawlessness will be revealed, whom the Lord Jesus,
Carry on.
okay, will kill with the breath of his mouth and bring to nothing by the appearance of his coming. The coming of the lawlessness one is by the activity of Satan, with all power and false signs and wonders, I'm going to move it up. And with all wicked deception for those who are perishing, believe because they refuse to love the truth and be saved. Therefore,
Carry on.
God sends them a strong delusion so that they. Did you see
Stop.
the context?
Don't talk. Read.
I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to stop. Okay. Therefore, God sends them a strong delusion so that they may believe what is false, in order that they may be condemned who did not believe the truth but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Now,
It's
you've read
very
the-
self-explanatory. You read it out of context.
What does it mean?
It means those people who reject Jesus Christ and keep on sinning after the Dajjal comes in this world, which is the Antichrist, God will give them to their desires because they refuse God and follow the Antichrist. That's what it means.
When it says, and therefore God sends them a strong delusion so that they may believe what is false.
Yes.
So,
What is false? Right.
so
Because they are-
God makes
they
them believe in
refuse-
something that is false.
Because they refuse to believe Jesus. Instead, they're following Antichrist.
So God deceives them to believe in something that is
No,
false.
God gives them to their desire what they wanted.
Yeah, and makes them believe in something that is
He
false.
does not make them. You making things up.
Therefore,
Therefore,
God sends them a strong
sends them a
delusion.
strong delusion.
Who's deluding them?
Okay. Now.
Who's deluding them?
Okay. Now.
Who's
did you
deluding
read-
them?
Did you read the
Who is
context?
deluding them?
Okay.
You read it.
Are they following Satan?
Who's deluding them?
Are they following Satan?
Excuse me.
Are they following Satan?
I have no idea. You tell me.
Oh, you don't have. Okay. Dude, go read it. Try to understand it. Stop
Okay. No,
misquoting it.
Tell me.
It
Tell me.
just
I
says-
didn't say
I
anything.
will read it again for you.
No, I don't want to read it again. You've read it. So now,
So it
who is
says
deluding
that
them?
The Antichrist, the people who are following Antichrist, they refuse to follow Jesus.
Okay, good. So let's say these people are following Antichrist.
it.
Okay, who's deluding them?
So they will be condemned.
No, who's
for
deluding
their
them?
Disbelief.
How many times am I going to ask you? Who is deluding these people?
Does not say that God is a deceiver. Your Quran says
I'm going to
Allah
ask
is
you
a
again.
deceiver, is
Who-
the biggest deceiver.
Who is deluding them?
Keep lying, bro. Keep lying.
Who's deluding them?
Nobody, look, listen.
Answer
what it
the
says.
question.
I answered it.
Who is deluding them?
God sends a delusion.
God is deluding them.
No, God sends them a delusion for the hardness of their heart.
So
They did
if
not
God,
want to
hang
follow
on,
it.
if God sends, brother, please, if God sends a delusion, who's deluding? God. Which
Oh,
God?
the deceiver.
Biblical God.
No, God.
Right.
What is it?
Good.
Satan.
So
they
now we
follow
hear
Antichrist.
God
You
sends
don't
them a
wanna-
delusion.
Okay,
So
let's
what?
go to the verse.
So that they can believe in
Read
what?
the
A
whole
lie,
thing,
a
he
false.
read it out of context. He
I
doesn't
didn't read it
put
out of context.
He wants to take it out of context. Keep butchering it.
In context,
until he
tell
can
me.
get his meaning.
Tell me, in context.
Keep butchering it.
Wait.
You're still not going to do
Slow down,
anything
slow down.
except send your
Slow
soul
down.
to where it's going. You know where
As
it's
you
going.
read the text and context, what does the text now mean in context?
I told you.
Again,
No, I'm not. It's on the tape. Go back and look at the tape. You'll see it. It's all done.
Let me give you another one. Wait there until you get bashed by God,
No, you
a
didn't
biblical
touch
deceiver.
it. You were lying. You misquoted the verse.
Please, I didn't quote.
Bible does not say
I
God
didn't
is a
misquote anything.
deceiver.
I just
Your
read it.
Quran says, Makar. He's
What,
the
brother?
greatest of Makar.
Let him now teach
Your
proper
makkah is
lesson today.
exposed.
Proper lesson today.
Your Makar is exposed.
Yeah, proper lesson.
Your Makar God is exposed.
Wait a second. So now, as you
Will
realize,
you call your father a
Hang on,
Makar?
hang on. It doesn't
Will you
help.
call your brother a Makar?
the whole world,
The Quran calls
the whole world will
a
know
Makar.
now
When you will
that
not
you
call
believe in
your
a book
brother,
in which
call
God
your
sends a
father
delusion
Makar.
so that people can believe in
Makar
false.
is a fraud. God is a fraud in Quran.
Hang on.
Will you call your father a Makar?
Do you know Arabic language? What makar means?
Do you know that I know the meaning of it? It's the same
Okay.
word in my language.
What does makar sayyi mean?
Just tell me what I asked you for.
Okay. And he said to them, to you has been given the secret of the kingdom of God. For those outside, everything is in parables, so that they may indeed see but not perceive, and may indeed hear but not understand, lest they should turn and be forgiven. So who is deceiving here?
Bro, we did one. You did misquote the verse. Now you.
I didn't misquote,
I've been
I
here
quoted
for
it.
an hour and a half with you.
I quoted it.
Okay.
It's
I've
not
wasted
misquoting
enough of my
it.
time on
Look,
him.
do you know what
He keeps
misquoting means?
deceiving. He keeps bringing the same.
I just read it.
No, you read the misquoted again.
Hang on.
Read the whole chapter. Read the whole
Hang on.
context.
What
Then
did-
come to me.
Firstly, what does the text say here?
Read the whole chapter.
You
Then
know,
we'll talk.
game is up.
Go, what?
That's
You
it.
cherry pick the verse.
I not cherry picked.
Butchered it.
I gave
Game
you
is up
3
for you.
examples
For you.
where your God
Your
deceives
God
people.
is a deceiver, is a mocker. Bible does not.
One, give you one more. One more.
Allows deception.
Hang on.
Yes,
One more.
He allows it. He allows them
One
their
more.
wish.
Hang on. One more.
Not making
Hang
them
on.
deceiving.
Your janazah
Making
today will be
your-
proper dull.
Mansur.
Yeah, you're right.
Mansur,
One more.
Who was put on the cross?
Here.
No, but who was put on the cross though?
And the Lord said to him, by what means? And he said, I will go out and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all these prophets.
Who's talking
and
to
he
who?
said, you are to entice him and you shall succeed. Go out and do so.
Who's talking to who?
Nazam,
Who is talking to who?
who's talking to who?
To
God.
who?
God speaking to the prophets.
He doesn't know.
He's
You're
told
a
you.
prophet of God.
God-
Come on.
God
with
speaking.
the story.
God is speaking.
Give the story.
God is speaking.
Let people know what the story is
Here,
talking about.
God is speaking.
And then say,
Hang on.
I'm not looking at
Wha-
your verse right now.
Do you know why
are-
you're not?
Because you're
You're
misquoting
almost
it.
shitting in your pants.
No, because you keep lying. You one lies out of another.
خلاص
God
واخر
deceives.
دعوانا ان الحمد لله رب العالمين فبهت الذي كفر.
Allah is a deceiver. Allows deception of the people. Wicked of heart, He allows their deception.
You know
That's
what?
the context.
You need to find someone else because
No,
he's
no, no,
wasted.
no.
Mansur, who
You're
was
done.
Mansur,
Run
who was
away
put,
just as before.
Mansur, who was put on the cross?
Who's are these?
Mansur, who was put on the cross instead of Jesus? Fair question. Who was put on the cross instead of Jesus?
You want to debate?
No, I'm asking you a question.
You can ask me a question if you want to debate.
Right, let's go there.
Yeah? But I don't want to debate you. You're a cameraman.
So who was put on the cross? Right, wrap up!
Come to Jesus.
We love you, Mansur!
Give up your moon god.
We love you, Mansur. Right, wrap up. Up in there, help me.
Record